Hello friends, and welcome to another Friday Pick a Card, except this week there are no cards. This week I have decided to change things up a little bit and to bring you some charm readings. So I was gifted a couple of days ago by a really amazing client. I was gifted some charms that she found and she thought that I would be really interested, and of course I was so excited to receive some charms to add to my collection. And she commented, it's been a while since she's seen me use my charms, so I thought I would do that this week. So you are, and also we're going to change things up, and we're going to do 4 groups, okay? So we can't say pick a bundle, so you just need to pick a number. You need to pick number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4, okay? So you've got 4 options, 4 messages that you can get to pick from, and I hope they're going to be really awesome messages. So we're going to be using the charms. I can't show you here, but I've put them into the singing bowl just so that I have something to put my whole hand in, to give them a shuffle and to grab some charms for you. So once you know which bundle you're looking for, once you know exactly which number it is that you want to listen to, you can jump straight across to that part of the video to get the message that you need. And we'll see you there. Right, so welcome to those of you who chose bundle 1 as the bundle. I don't know if bundle's the right word, as the message that you need to hear today. As you can see by the image in front of you, we're doing things a little bit differently today, and I am using my charms. So I've placed all my charms into this little singing bowl. I have my casting board here in front of us, and we're going to shuffle, and we're going to draw charms that hopefully will give you the exact message that you need to hear today. So I do apologize for the noise, because shuffling charms can be quite noisy. So I'm going to give them a shuffle. I'm going to throw the charms, and let's see the message that we get. Right. I'm asking that the message that we get today be exactly the message that each one of you need to hear. Let it bring you happiness, joy, upliftment, guidance, and hope. Right, I'm going to grab a couple and throw. Right, so we've got 4 charms. Let's have a look and see what we've got. So we've got the snake, we've got the lady, we've got clouds, and we've got the anchor. Okay, interesting how I only managed to grab 4. Normally I end up with so many. So just to look at this as an overall image, the first thing that sort of comes at me is things aren't always as they seem. I say that because we've got the upturned snake. The snake is upside down. He's not the right way up. That's the right way up. I don't know if you can actually see that. The right way up, he's got a bit of a pattern on him, and the underside, you just see his little stripy belly. Okay, so the fact that he was face up, the fact that he was belly up is also saying that, you might think he's dead. You might think it's, a harmless snake, whatever it is. But if he was turned over, you would see him for what he is. So I get the confusion and the fact that things aren't always as they seem. And I bring that into this one over here with the cloud charm that I have as well, because the cloud charm is also saying to you that you can't necessarily see everything. So imagine yourself like you're in a misty conditions. Things aren't always as clear as they seem to be, and we're longing for the sunshine. We're longing for the clouds to part. We're longing for improvement. Okay, the anchor all the way on the end here is also saying to you that you are solid, you are safe, and you are secure. You don't need to be too concerned about that. The feminine energy that has come through is saying to you that this confusion and this uncertainty that we're picking up here between the snake and the clouds has got to do with the feminine energies. All right, so maybe it's telling you need to get your emotions into check. Maybe you need to be aware of your emotional nurturing, mothering side. Even if you're a man watching this right now, you do have feminine side to you, and I think this is telling you to get in touch with your feminine side. So be more kind, be more nurturing, be more gentle with yourself, because not everything is as it seems. There is a lot of uncertainty, and there's a lot of disillusionment around you at the moment. But know that you are safe, know that you are secure, know that everything is going to be okay. Anchors are phenomenal things, because they either keep you steady in turbulent waters, or they prevent you from drifting off unnecessarily. But anchors also, especially this one off to the side, it shows that it's not really connected to the situation. Okay, it's connected, it's all by itself. It's sitting all by itself on the side here, which tells you that even though you're feeling the uncertainty, even though you're feeling like you need to be kind and to nurture and connect with your feminine side, you are okay. You are strong. You are okay. You're in exactly where you need to be. So Don't overthink it. Don't panic too much. It's going to be okay, all right? The uncertainty will reveal itself. Everything will be revealed very soon for you. Just be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself, and be gentle with yourself, and know that it's going to be okay. Right, so that was a short and simple message for those of you who chose number 1 as the message for you today. I do hope that there was some inspiration there for you. I do hope that there was something that rang true. So as I say to you each week, take what works for you and leave the rest. With love and blessings from me to you. Take care. And welcome to those of you who chose number 2 as the number that has the message that you need to hear today. As you can see, we're doing things a little bit differently. And in front of us here, I have my charms. I have placed them into a little singing bowl just so that I can get my hand in easy enough to grab some charms. And I have my casting board here in front of us as well. So I'm going to shuffle the charms and I'm going to cast a couple of charms, and I'm sure it'll be the exact message that you need to hear. Please forgive the noise while I'm shuffling because it can get quite noisy, but I'm going to stick my hand in and I'm going to give them a bit of a shuffle, intending that we get the exact message that you need to hear today. So all of you who chose number 2 as the number that has the message you need, what is it that you need to know? What message can we give you today? What is that you need? Right, so going to grab a couple and drop. I didn't get as many with number 1, so we've got quite a few that have come through here, which is fabulous. Right, so we've got masculine energy, we've got a bat, we've got star, there's a little picnic basket, we've got the Kenwood mixer, we've got some scissors, we have got my chakra bead, we've got the stork, and we've got love. I know you can't see, but this little one has got the word love. It's not going to show you, is it? I'm sure you can see it there. It's got love written on it. So if I have a look at this, the first thing, I did move a couple of these just out of the shadow so that you could see them. But everything is quite, I almost want to say, evenly distributed. So those of you who chose number 2, I'm going to say that it's not like you have one area of life that you're focusing on at the moment. It's not like you have chaos or disaster in one area. Everything is sort of quite well balanced, okay? But if I had to highlight one charm that sort of stands out, I'm definitely going to put it as the masculine charm that we have over here. So you either need to be or you are already in control. You're in a position of dominance. You're in a position of control. You know exactly who you are, what you are, etc. The bat that we have over here, he is really too cute. I'm sure you can see him quite clearly there. But the bat is basically saying to you, we only come out at night, okay? We sleep in the daytime and we come out looking for food and etc. in the nighttime. You've also got the star, and the star also only comes out at the nighttime. So we've got those two, and I'm going to sort of put them together because they're both nighttime kind of objects. Then what we have over here, and I'm going to just separate that charm and put those ones together, we have creativity, we have celebration, we have family, we have fun, okay? So the scissors for me is crafting and cutting things out, and we've got the picnic basket, which is, you know, getting together with family and social and having a little bit of fun. And we've got the Kenwood mixer, which means that we're putting ingredients together to make something special. So if I look at this, it's all about putting together and making whatever it is that you want. So I'm going to say to those of you who chose this bundle or chose this number, clearly you're working on something. Clearly you are in the process of creating something that really is going to be quite significant for you. I also want to then add in the stork. So the stork is not telling you that you're going to fall pregnant, okay? Storks bring change. So you are in control, or you need to get into control of your situation. I think this is talking part-time evening, okay? You're working towards something, you're working on creating something, you're busy with something that is going to bring radical change into your life. This is just a bead, but it has, and I know you're not going to see it very clearly, but it has all the chakra colors on it. As I turn it around, it is a glass bead. It is absolutely beautiful, but my understanding or my interpretation of this bead is it's the bead of healing. So whenever this bead comes up, it's saying that there's some form of healing that is needed. So those of you who chose this one, as much as you are working on something, as much as it is happening in the nighttime when you are resting, or or away from your normal daily activities. It's bringing about change. You need to be, or you are in control of this healing that needs to take place. And then as an added confirmation, we have the love bead or the love charm. And the love charm, it really just has the word love on it. And it's just saying to you that whatever it is that you are working with, whatever it is that you are doing at the moment, there is a lot of love there for you, a lot of love, joy, and happiness and success for you. So take control or be in control, okay? Get your masculine energies together. Get your masculine side together. Work on it in your off time. Work on it in the nighttime. Work on it away from your normal daily routine. But you are working and creating something, because that's what each one of these are talking about. You are working on creating something which is going to bring about the change and the healing that you need so that you can learn to love yourself and to love the world that you are in. Wow, I love that message. That is actually quite awesome. So friends, those of you who chose number 2 as the number that contains the message you need, I do hope that there was something in that speaks to your heart and soul. I do hope that there was some truth in that message for you. And as I say each week, take what works for you and leave the rest. With love and blessings from me to you. Until next week, take care. All right, and welcome to those of you who have chosen number 3 as the number that has the message you need to hear. As you can see, we're doing things a bit differently this week. And in front of us here, I have my charms, and I have just put them in a little singing bowl so that it's easy for me to get my hand in and to mix them around. And then I also have my casting board, which I will be casting into. So we are going to give them a bit of a shuffle. They are quite noisy when I shuffle, so please just excuse the noise. But I'm going to shuffle and I'm going to draw out a couple, and let's see what message we get. So while I'm shuffling, while I'm moving them around, I am setting the intention that the message that comes out here today be the message that all of you need to hear right now. Okay. Right. Grabbing just a few and dropping. Awesome. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Okay, so I just need to, there's a couple here. I just want to separate them, but I'm going to keep them together. And I can't reach that one in the corner, so I'm just going to move it over. All right, so let's have a look and see what we've got. So the first 2 that I'm going to talk about are these 2 that we have over here, and both of them are face down, okay? So both of them are facing down and not facing up, which is significant, okay? So I'm going to turn them over just so that you can see them in all their prettiness. So the first one we have is my symbol for child, my symbol for young, my symbol for small. You can see the little heart on the pinafore, on the little shirt over there. And then we have a peacock, and this is a new one for me, the peacock. And it's all about, you know what, I want you to celebrate and acknowledge who you are in your entirety, because I'm reading these 2 together. And peacocks are very proud. Peacocks are beautiful, male and the female peacocks. I know everyone says female peacocks are not so pretty, but I think they're gorgeous. But the males are very flamboyant, and they're very out there, and they're very colorful. And aren't children like that too? Children have no fear. You know, when we're young, we don't mind telling everybody our strong points. We don't mind being, you know, quite flamboyant in our activities and so forth. And maybe if I look at the rest of them just to try and interpret it, I'm going to say that maybe you've forgotten that. Maybe you've forgotten how to toot your own horn. Maybe you've forgotten how amazing you truly are. So what we have down here, and these 3 were bundled, okay? They were right on top of each other. So we have the bicycle. And the bicycle for me is all about receiving or giving or getting news. It's about travel. It's about moving from point A to point B. We've got the 4-leaf clover, and I don't need to tell you what the 4-leaf clover is. It's all about luck. And then we've got the ship. So the ship is all about travel. The ship is all about movement. So you've got 2 movements, okay? We've got the bicycle, and we've got the ship, and we've got the 4-leaf clover. We also, I want to bring in the flamboyant childhood, okay? So you need to be a little bit more carefree. You need to be a little bit more flamboyant. You need to be a little bit more confident in who you are and work on this travel. So you're either traveling on an emotional level, mental level, maybe physically you're going somewhere, and there's a lot of luck with that. So understand that you are currently on journey. You are currently en route to wherever you're going, and there's a lot of luck coming your way. This is something that you've waited a long time for, and I say that because of the tree. the tree, trees don't grow overnight. I know people, we would like them to, especially seeing as we are short of trees in our beautiful planet, but trees don't grow overnight. Trees take a long time before they mature and provide us with, nutrients and fruit and all of those kind of things. So patience is required for this journey that you are on, that's going to allow you to be so carefree and flamboyant. We have another luck charm over here. So you actually got the two, because you've got the horseshoe and it's even got good luck written on it. And then very interesting, this one on the end here just tickles me pink looking at all of these, because it's the toothbrush. What do we use the toothbrush for? We use it to clean our mouths. So I'm saying to you, Spirit is saying to you over here, be flamboyant, be brave, be out there, be a child, be carefree, be, all of those kind of things. But watch your mouth. Watch what's coming out of your mouth. Make sure that what you're speaking, make sure that what you're saying, make sure that what's coming out of your mouth is worthy. Okay, otherwise you're gonna get soap and the toothbrush. We need to clean. It's maintenance. Okay, so if you look at everything that's here, everything is fabulous. We've got those two that are fabulous, these 5 over here that are quite fabulous, but the little toothbrush as the warning that's saying to you, sometimes we just have to stop and we have to clean. It's a routine. It's something that we have to do every day of our lives. We need to brush our teeth. Isn't it just the cutest thing you've ever seen? So don't forget the maintenance. Don't forget the basic day-to-day stuff. So as much as we want you to embrace your inner child, and as much as we want you to be flamboyant and all of those kind of things, the journey that you are about to embark on, all the luck, you need the patience. Watch your mouth and keep up with your maintenance. Don't slip. And you know what? Maybe this is the holiday period. Maybe you're really looking forward to the upcoming end of your holidays. And it's saying to you, let go and have fun and all of those kind of things. Go on the journey. You've got luck, the patience, because you've got to wait for it to come through. But don't forget your daily routines as well. Okay. Friends, that's such an interesting message. And I do hope that there was something there that resonates with you. I do hope that there was something there that talks to you and that connects with you and makes sense to you. And as always, as I say, take what works and leave the rest. With love and blessings from me to you. Take care. So surprise, I have decided this week we needed a 4th message. And I normally only do 3, but for whatever reason, I think it's maybe because I'm having so much fun playing with my charms that I've decided to introduce a 4th option. So if those of you who normally choose 1, 2, or 3 decided to climb out of your routine and climb out of your comfort zone and go for number 4, welcome. So as you can see, we are doing things a bit differently today. And in front of me here now, I have my charms. I have put them in a little singing bowl just so that it's easy to access, easy to stick my hand in and to give them a shuffle. And I have my casting board over here that I use to cast the charms onto. So we're going to give them a shuffle, and it is quite noisy while I'm shuffling, so please forgive the noise. But I'm going to give them a shuffle, and then I'm going to draw a couple and hopefully get a good message for all of you. Right, so we're shuffling and we're setting the intention that the charms that we draw out give us the exact message that we need to hear today. Let it inspire us, guide us, help us, and give us hope and inspiration for our futures. Right, so shuffle, 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 shuffle. And we're going to pick just a couple, and let's see what we got. Okay. So we have got our little park bench. We have a fish. We have a picnic basket, we have the snake, this is an owl, and we have the evil eye bead. So let's have a look. The couple of things that I need to point out is that the snake is upside down, the picnic basket is upside down, and so is the owl. So I'm going to turn them over just so that you can see them. I know the glare is quite bright, so you maybe can't actually see them, but let's look at the message. So the evil eye, I'm going to start with the evil eye. The evil eye is all about protection. The evil eye is all about knowing that no matter what you're getting up to, no matter what you're doing, that you are loved and protected always. We've also got the owl that came up next to the evil eye, and owls are all about wisdom, all about knowledge, all about learning, all about understanding. So you are protected in all of that you are doing. We have got the picnic basket, and the picnic basket is what we do when we are with our friends and family, when we are with our social, when we are being social. We are interacting and sharing and enjoying time with those that are significant to us. And beneath that, we have the fish, which is all about abundance. Fishes, it's not very often, fishes generally go in schools. They definitely usually go in like huge big groups, and then they operate as a single unit. But the fish is abundance. We've got the park bench. And the park bench is this tiny little chair with the hot pillow on it, which again, park benches, I'm going to put the picnic basket and the park bench together because that's time with special friends. And sometimes the park bench can also just be saying to you, take a time out. Sit on the park bench and just watch the people. Just observe what's happening around you. You don't always have to be participating. And maybe that's what's saying to you, I'm going to bring the picnic basket into it, and maybe it's saying to you that in your interactions with other people, you don't always have to be the leader, you don't always have to be participating. Sometimes you can just hang out on the branch and just observe and just be aware of what's going on. When you are a fish in a school swimming as one, you don't have to go against the grain. It's sometimes easier and safer to just go with the flow. Okay, so I really think that's the message that's coming through. And I need to bring the snake into it because the snake is the only charm here that sort of goes against the grain a little bit, because snakes generally give us a fright. Snakes generally jump out of nowhere. They react before thinking. Okay, snakes will often defend themselves even in times when they don't need to. If they feel threatened, they will attack, but they do everything quickly. When we see a snake, if you're not aware that you're going to see a snake, if it startles you, our reaction is severe, our reaction is quick, our reaction is dangerous. So looking at everything here, bringing it all together into a single message, I think it's saying to you that in your social environments, know that you are protected, know that you are okay. But I think you need to just stop and observe. Don't be so quick to participate all the time. Don't be so quick to jump in and get involved, because the poison will bite, the poison will hurt. Just go with the flow, okay? Just observe a little bit, just be aware a little bit, just sit down and watch. Just watch all the goings on around you without judgment, without expectation, and without participating. So just sit back and watch and see what happens, so that, because the snake is slightly separate from all the others, and if we do this, if we keep to ourselves, if we keep just observing and watching the goings on, we won't stand a chance of getting bitten. But if we get involved, if we become too active, maybe we're going to get bitten by the snake. So friends, those of you who chose bundle 4, I do hope that there was something in that message that makes sense to you. And if it doesn't now, maybe over the next couple of days, it'll make sense to you. Maybe something's going to come up for you. So just observe. Don't be too quick to jump in and participate. And as always, as I say, take what works for you and leave the rest. With love and blessings from me to you. Until next week, take care.